My parents flew to Vegas for my brother's bachelor party the same weekend as my college graduation. When I walked across that stage, there were 2 empty seats in the front row, reserved with their names on them. I'd sent them the date a year in advance, put it in the family calendar, reminded them every few months. They said they'd be there, that they wouldn't miss it for the world. My mom even asked what color dress she should wear to match my graduation gown. Then 3 weeks before the big day, my brother announced his Vegas trip. Just him and the guys, he said. Dad was invited. Then somehow mom decided she'd tag along to keep an eye on things. Suddenly my parents were making excuses about flights being expensive, about how graduation ceremonies are long and boring anyway, about how I'd have other graduations in my future. Other graduations, like I was planning to collect degrees like baseball cards. I was the first person in my family to finish college. 4 years of working night shifts at a campus library, living on ramen and off-brand cereal, taking out loans they refused to co-sign because you need to learn responsibility. I watched my brother get a new truck for his birthday while I took the bus in the rain, watched them pay for his spring break trips while I sold textbooks to make rent. But sure, bottle service in Vegas was the priority. I didn't argue with them, didn't beg, just said okay and hung up the phone. Graduation day came. I got there early and put 2 programs on the seats where they were supposed to sit. Front row, center section. I'd upgraded our tickets months ago as a surprise. Paid extra so they'd have the best view. Those programs sat there empty the entire ceremony. When they called my name, I walked across that stage alone. My roommate's family, people I'd known for less than 2 years, stood up and cheered like I was their own kid. Mrs. Chen was crying. Her husband was taking pictures. Their daughter held up a sign with my name on it. I smiled through it, shook the dean's hand, took my diploma, and kept walking. Afterward, we all went to dinner at this little Italian place off campus. Mrs. Chen paid for everything, wouldn't let me even look at the bill. She gave me a card with $200 in it and a note that said, "We're so proud of you." I cried in the restaurant bathroom for 10 minutes. My phone stayed silent all day. No text, no call, nothing. 2 days later, it exploded. My brother was getting married. Not to the girl from the Vegas trip. Turns out that was just a fling. Different girl. Someone he'd been dating for 3 months, and my parents expected me to be the maid of honor. My mom's text came through at 6 in the morning. "Sarah's wedding is in 6 weeks. We need you to help plan. Family comes first. Call me ASAP." I stared at that message for a long time. Family comes first. I replied with one word: busy. My phone started ringing immediately. I declined the call. It rang again. Declined. Again. Declined. 16 calls in 2 hours. I let every single one go to voicemail. My mom left messages that went from confused to annoyed to angry. "Why are you being so dramatic? This is your brother's wedding. You're being incredibly selfish right now." My dad's only message was, "Your mother is very upset. Please call her back." I deleted all of them. Then my brother's fiancée, Sarah, messaged me directly on Instagram. We'd never met, never even spoken. Her message was simple. "Hey, I know this is random, but I wanted to introduce myself and see if you'd be interested in getting coffee. I'd love to get to know my future sister-in-law." She seemed nice, normal. I almost felt bad for her. We met up the next day. She was sweet, bubbly, excited about the wedding. Showed me pictures of dresses and venues. Then she asked about me, about graduation, about school. I told her the truth. Told her about the empty seats, about Vegas, about the 16 missed calls and 0 calls on graduation day. Her face changed. She went completely silent. "They didn't come to your graduation?" "Nope." She put down her coffee, pulled out her phone, made a call right there at the table. I heard her say my brother's name, heard her voice get firm. Then she said the words that made everything worth it. "We need to talk about your family. The wedding's off until your parents apologize to your sister. And I'm not sure I can marry into a family that treats their kids like this." My mom's been calling nonstop ever since.